What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping in. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it, but hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the little bell notification as well. You don't want to miss out. I do 3 videos every single week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I try not to miss. We got a lot going on, so I hope you'll follow along. But today is a big one. How do we get our Q50s to go 5.0 in the 0 to 60 times, or 5.0 and faster in the 0 to 60 run? I know this pertains mostly to 3.7 guys, because all you 3.0 T guys, just a few bolt-ons and a tune, you're doing low fours. I get it, blah, blah, blah. So let's focus on the 3.7 today and talk about those parts that you're going to need in order to get your car consistently below 5.0 seconds in the 0 to 60. I know some of you are going to say the car will do 5.2. It's rated at 5.2 from the factory. How hard can it be to take off 2/10? Well, it's tougher than you think. But the key is consistency. You might be able to run below 5.2 actually just with the factory setup. I think I even did it with run flats. But the point again is consistency. You don't want to be reliant on weather conditions or road conditions or temperature or your engine heat. You just want to be able to get out there and run consistently below 5.0 seconds or even faster. So I'll talk about some of the first steps to get you to consistently below 5.0, and then I'll talk a little bit about what can get you to that 4.8, 4.75, potentially 0 to 60 times. So let's dive into this one. Number one, right off the rip, seems obvious to most of us, but a good set of tires. A good set of tires goes a long way. This car loves to be in that higher RPM, higher mile per hour range, but getting it off the line, getting that big, heavy chassis moving is key to success. That 30-foot time, that 60-foot time, 0 to 30 time, that's the killer on this car, and that's what kills you in that 0 to 60 time. So we got to get it off the line, and a good set of tires makes that happen. Number two is going to be sort of an intake, exhaust, and a tune. I mean, it is what it is. The car is pretty quick from the factory, but to get you those consistent numbers, you need it breathing and exhaling properly, and the only way to do that is to tune it. So do colder intakes if your little heart desires, but a good set of filters like AFE dry drop-in filters going to make a big difference. Eliminating the bottleneck, the catalytic converters, that's the major bottleneck on this car. Obviously, it's not legal to run test pipes. You might get away with high flow cats, but either or, if you do it, you're going to want to finish it out with a full catback system. Speed Culture Studios custom catback system is ideal. If you check out that video, you'll be able to set yourself up one. It sounds great, performs very, very well, but that's beside the point. And then you're going to obviously need to tune the car in order to make all those components work properly together. It's going to get you somewhere around 335, 345 horsepower, maybe 275 foot-pounds of torque, 280 foot-pounds of torque. That's going to really help you paired with a nice set of tires to get you off the line and get you moving 0 to 60 in 5.0 seconds or less. Now, you want to go faster still? Let's talk about that. So you could potentially keep the factory wheels and get a good set of tires and see a major difference, but a wider set of wheels with some wider tires, if you're running 265s, 275s, some running 285s in the rear, is going to get you a little better contact patch and potentially increase your grip. But you're adding more rubber, so you're potentially adding more weight, so we got to think about wheels. A lighter set of wheels is going to make a huge, huge difference. If you're running wheels that weigh 27, 30, 31 pounds apiece, that's a big chunk of rotational mass and unsprung weight that is going to really hinder the performance of your car overall, particularly in acceleration mode. So if you're going with wider tires, great, but make sure the wheels that you choose are lightweight as well. Another great upgrade, although it is not cheap, is lightweight rotors. It's going to make a big difference on this car. A Z1 two-piece lightweight rotors, put a link in the description below, saves you something like 30 pounds in the front and 15 pounds in the rear, something like that. That's insane. That's a lot of rotational mass that you have eliminated, but also a lot of unsprung weight that you've eliminated. That's just going to help your car handle better and accelerate faster. We got just a couple of more components to talk about, and then I'll finish out with one of the best upgrades you can make to your Q50 in terms of getting it off the line and accelerating to a quick 0 to 60 time. Please don't forget about the Q50 steering wheel giveaway, guys. We got the gloss black steering wheel with the perforated leather and the silver carbon fiber accents. The giveaway period ends on Saturday, November 19th at midnight. You can get yourself entered to win until Saturday, November 19th at midnight. Sunday, we will announce the winner on a dedicated giveaway winner video. So make sure you're subscribed. Of course, you have to be to get entered to win, but make sure you're following along. You're checking YouTube on Sunday, November 20th to see if you are the winner of this awesome steering wheel. That's November 19th at midnight, 2022. Your last chance to get entered to win. Go to that video linked in the description below. It is the steering wheel giveaway video. Good luck to everybody. Let's continue talking about 0 to 60 times, shall we? We'll start with Z1 Motorsports rear subframe collars. It's going to add a little bit of rigidity to the rear subframe of the car, helping you transfer that torque more directly to the wheels. That is key. We don't want any energy wasted. We want it all moving to those new sticky tires that you got and getting yourself off that line. You compare that with, of course, the Z1 Motorsports rear diff bushing. By now, pretty high likelihood that your rear diff bushing has failed and is leaking black fluid all over the place. Upgrade, please, to this rear diff bushing. If that is the case, it makes a huge difference. Again, it's going to reduce the flexibility or the flex in that rear diff and help you transfer all of that torque to your wheels. If your rear diff bushing hasn't failed, you can look into getting the rear diff brace from Z1 Motorsports. This makes a big difference. It's, again, going to provide that extra rigidity that's missing in your rear end, helping you transfer that torque directly to the ground. Good upgrade. What is left, you might be asking? Well, there is one more key component that's going to help you get below 5.0 seconds in the 0 to 60, and that is, of course, the LSD conversion kit by Traction Concepts. You all-wheel drive guys may not suffer from this problem all that much, and that, of course, is traction off the line. But you rear-wheel drive guys know, especially you rear-wheel drive guys know, that the open diff on this Q50 is terrible. Sometimes you get lucky and you spin both, but it's not as efficient. And more often than not, you're spinning one tire. You got that one tire fire, the peg legger, the one turner burner. You got the problem where just one tire, maybe the driver's side, maybe the passenger side. Either way, when you try to launch that car, you are roasting one rear tire off. And that is not good in helping you get down the track or down the road and getting a good 0 to 60 time. So the Traction Concepts LSD conversion kit, you guys saw it when I tested it on the Q50. We're getting both tires to spin and we're putting that power to the ground. So really, it's not a super easy installation, but it's definitely doable. But it is a great budget-friendly option to significantly improve your traction on your rear-wheel drive Q50. If you are wanting to do sub 5.0 second 0 to 60 times, this is going to be a key component. Like I said before, these cars are high revving. They like to be in the high RPM and they like to be at the higher speeds, but getting it off the line is a problem. And the main problem is traction. So if you have a good set of tires, the Traction Concepts LSD conversion kit, intakes, exhaust, and a tune, and some of these subframe collar subframe bushing collars, or the rear diff bushing kit, or the rear diff brace. These are going to be some of the key components. But again, consistent 5.0 or faster, just a few things are needed, right? Good set of tires, intakes, exhaust, and a tune. You should be at 5.0 consistently or even faster. I think I ran 4.9 pretty consistently with just those key components. If you want to go faster than that, a little bit wider tire to help you with traction, lightweight wheels, lightweight rotors, subframe bushing collars, rear diff brace, rear diff bushing kit potentially, and the Traction Concepts LSD conversion kit. With those pieces, and of course the exhaust and tune, with those components, you should be able to get consistently below that 4.9. I would dare to say you could even do 4.75. That's a pretty fast 0 to 60 time in a naturally aspirated VQ37 that's only making 340 horsepower. But traction is key. Getting that car to hit that RPM range where it's in its power band, where it's in its bread and butter, that's important too. Hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Hopefully it gives you kind of a route to go in terms of modifying the vehicle and achieving some of your goals. There's a lot of other things that you can do. We didn't even talk about suspension. We didn't even talk about weight reduction, but there's a couple of things that you can do to help yourself improve those times. But these are just a few of the key components that come to mind when I talk about or when I think about what enabled me to get consistently below 5.0, 0 to 60 times. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I try to get to every single one of them as quickly as I possibly can, but I really, really appreciate you guys watching. More stuff coming for the channel, more Q50 content, more 350Z content, more Corvette content. We get a lot of stuff coming, so I hope you guys will follow along. I appreciate the continued support. See you next one.